You know, there's power behind doing what you don't feel like doing. I was in a coaching call earlier with my business coach and fitness and nutrition coach, Wes Watson, and he said that, and it hit me because, I've been getting up at 2:45 a.m. for a little bit over a month now, and it never gets easy. It never gets easy to wake up at a time that, it's just so rare for anyone to even get up. And yesterday, I got sick. I had high fever. Man, I had diarrhea, headaches, body aches. Man, I was fucking dying. And I still went through my morning routine. I did everything. I didn't skip any of what I normally do. And I could have honestly just said, you know what, I'm just gonna not do it because I'm sick. I have my Oura ring, and he told me right away, you have elevated body temperature and all this and that. And I was like, you know what, my morning routine sets me up. And I went through it, and it was very painful, and I still went through it and I did it, but I still kind of felt like shit afterwards. But this morning, I was like, okay, I don't even negotiate because it's a non-negotiable, right? So once again, there's power behind doing what you don't want to do. But at the same time, it's a non-negotiable. So for me, I was just, yeah, I know what time I'm getting up, 2:45 a.m. I mean, regardless of what's going on or where I'm at, like, and this is how you should approach your non-negotiables. And I can go a little bit more into it, but I got up at 2:45, and I, my mind, that bitch voice was telling me, bro, like, take a nap, like, sleep a little bit more. And I was like, fuck, like, I just sat like on the bed like this, and I was tired. I looked at my Oura ring, and he told me again I had elevated, not as much, but I still had elevated temperature. And I was like, fuck. And I had to make a choice at that moment, at that instant, right? We all go through those times where you need to make a decision. And every decision that you make, it's either it's gonna make you stronger or weaker, better or worse. And I was like, no, bro, like, this is your routine. Push through your routine. So woke up my fiance, and she makes me a coffee, 2:45 a.m. Shout out to you. I know you watch my videos. Biggest fan. But I went through my routine. I went to the bathroom, brushed my teeth, weighed myself, took my picture. I went outside, grounded myself. I went inside, watched my video to set my mind. And slowly but surely, I started feeling better. I got so into reading Think and Grow Rich, and I was reading another book, and I was just taking some notes, and I was just really getting it. I was really enjoying it. I was just taking my time, and I did it, and I felt amazing. I felt great afterwards. And even at the gym too, I went to the gym. I was cramping up first workout. This is funny, but my left hamstring was cramping up, and I was like, damn. And my mind automatically went into, well, bro, like, you didn't even eat yesterday. Like, you were feeling, sick from your stomach, and you had fever, and you woke up still feeling a little off. And he was already making excuses. So I could have very easily been like, you know what, I'm just gonna not do it. Because the workouts that I do, I mean, they're not, they build you up. They're not the whole let's waste time. They're very intentional. So I still pushed through, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go a little bit less on weight, and I'm gonna push through. And my body was cramping up, and it was cramping up, and it was cramping up. And yesterday, 2 days ago, I also saw a video from David Goggins. I remember back in 2021, I ran my first half a marathon, and I had never ran any crazy long distance. I had done 5Ks, 10Ks, but nothing above that. Half marathon, I think, is about like a 26 kilometers or something like that. It's 13.1 miles. And Goggins, I read the book Can't Hurt Me, And that book said it was crazy because he ran an ultra marathon for 100 miles, and he didn't really prepare for it. He was mentally prepared, not physically prepared. He had his mindset right. The body was not ready for that. And I think he only had like maybe a week out, a week to 2 weeks, but I think it was just 1 week out to run it. And so he didn't really have time to prepare. So when he was running it, he finished it, which he said it was the most excruciating pain. Like his whole body just died. He lost control of everything. He was pissing blood. He was shitting himself. Like he was just cramping up. He broke several, what do you call it? Fingers? Not fingers, toes, and some other stuff. Like he just completely wrecked his whole body. But he finished. He wasn't giving up. And at the end, they took him back to, I think, the where they were staying, the hotel, or probably not his house, probably a hotel. And there was a nurse, and she was telling him, hey, you're losing a lot of fluid, you're pissing blood, like we need to take you to a hospital, like now, like your kidney something, like he was in, like he could die. And he said he was just in fetal position, and he was saying, no, like this is my pain, like I earned this pain, like this is my pain, I earned it. And he said he was in so much fucking pain, but he said he earned it. Like that was his pain for him to feel. And that's how he was able to rewire his mind into the pain that I feel, it's mine to feel. I earned it. He grew from the pain. He didn't shy away from the pain. And so I remember that when I was at the gym, and I was like, you know what? This shit's painful, but like it's my pain. I'm earning this pain right now. And boom, it just changed. It just kind of like stopped. And he would always say too, that the body, at some point, the more you push it, at some point it'll just say, damn, this motherfucker's crazy. He's not gonna stop. Let me just make it a little bit easier for him, because he's not gonna stop. Like, should I just keep suffering, or I just make it a little bit easier for him? And sure enough, the body will just make it easier for you. Same thing when I've ran many half marathons, especially, last year, 2022, and last year I ran quite a few without preparing, no preparation or anything like that. And yeah, at some point the body, my knee was hurting, my ankle or whatever, and I would just push, and at some point the body would just be like, damn, this motherfucker's not gonna stop. And bam, no more knee problem, no more ankle problem. It would just vanish like magic. So that's what I did at the gym. I pushed through, and then it just went away. So when you don't feel like doing something, remember, there's power behind doing what you don't want to do. You have to master those small moments that it's either you grow or you die. You get better or you get worse. But each and every day, you have to make a choice. There's no staying the same. A lot of people think that they can stay the same. You cannot stay the same. So, big reminder, key takeaway from a coaching call. Guys, let's go!